Hello, welcome to Galen's Got Parkinson's, Episode 6. I said at the end of the last one, I didn't know what I was going to talk about. Things have happened that mean I do know what I'm going to talk about, and this is going to be in the nature of a rant, a moan, not a sort of moan, but a sort of moan. Why does everything and everybody want you to sign things with your wobbly hand? Postman comes. Here's a screen. Sign that. Or yesterday I went to the dentist. Goes in. I didn't even have time to do me, do you want your teeth checked? No, leave them white. The lady said, you've got to fill this form in. Here's a screen. Oh, really? Sign your name. And then when I finished, the dentist upstairs said, there you go, sign your name again. Then it occurred to me, why am I writing my full name? Why don't I just put an initial? I'm still writing my full name like I used to do when I could write. I went and bought some things using my little plastic card. So you put it in this slot. Which slot? There's two. And then I now put your number in these tiny little squares you've got to press. It's gone wrong. No, it's wrong. It's the wrong card. No, it's not the wrong card. Wrong buttons. I've got fat fingers and wobbly hands. You go to a hole in the wall and it says, shield yourself from naughty boys and ladies who might be about to pinch all your bits. It's a long time since I've had my bits pinched. 1978, I think, last time I had a bit pinched. So, no street lights, they've all gone. You can't see what you're doing, or the sun's shining on it, so you still can't see what you're doing. And you put your card in, and then there's a thing comes down to shield you, and you've got to try and put your numbers in, and enter, and you get that wrong. And then after 3 times, it says you can't have any money now because you're obviously wrong, and I'm taking your card off you. Buy some milk. So you take the top off the milk. Can be quite hard sometimes, new milk. You take the top off the milk. I don't mean like really new in a cow. I mean like in a bottle. So you get your milk and you take the top off. That's me miming taking the top off. And then underneath the top, just before you get to your milk, somebody super glued a big chobber card on top. And the only way to get it off is to find the 2 little luggy bits that they've glued on the side that you've got to prise off. Get your ketchup. Get the top of your ketchup. Oh no, that's not happening. Why is that not happening? Because somebody super glued a big thing of card on top. You get a knife under it and you go, and you splatter yourself in ketchup. Fantastic look. You look great. You look like you've been involved in some sort of a massacre. You buy something. Don't matter where from. You buy something and then it says, would you leave some feedback? No. You're all right. Take your stars. Do that. And then it says, leave a description of, why you feel like, how you feel, as it were. So I do that. It takes me ages. And then it says, you haven't done enough words. I thought about when I do these and it says do a description of the podcast, the episode, whatever. I thought about just leaving it as it really comes out, as opposed to spending an hour and a half afterwards trying to go between the 4 and the O where you've made a mistake to find the space to move it, to put the right letter in and delete things. And you look at it and you put 8 A's in instead of 1. Give us a break. It's quite tough, really, sometimes. I suppose what I need to do is see the funny side. But when there's a man at the door with a big pile of parcels and a dog barking and just chucking it down with rain, there is no funny side. Or if there is a funny side, it's so obscure I can't find it. I will find it. But and I know there's a reason, safety, and they don't want people piddling about in your milk. That's fair enough. I don't want my milk piddled in. But equally, it's a tough, hard life sometimes. What are you going to have for your tea? I'll have some beans. Beans on toast. Always safe, isn't it? Beans on toast. Get your tin. Well, you've got to put your finger around it. You've got to one of them pull-off tins. I'm not strong enough to do it. I can't get the lid off. Or I get it halfway off. And I can't leave it like that, because then when I wash it up, it's sticking up and it slices me in half. And if I pull it off, it explodes everywhere with beans. And then you think, oh, well, okay, then I'll have peas. I'll have some peas. I'm having fish fingers. I'll have some mushy peas. Treat myself, because I live the high life. I live like a lord, proper, top notch. Mush peas, they don't have a ring pull. Why? Why don't they have a ring pull? I don't know. Some sweet corn does and some doesn't. It's a minefield. Try using a can opener. I got an specially adapted. This is for people who are a bit wonky. Can opener. Big blurry green thing about this big, massive thing. And it's got magnets. So the theory is you magnet it to the top. I know that magnet's the wrong word, but you know what I mean. It sticks itself to the top, and then it just doesn't it, and you have a handle, a big handle, and you go, and the tin turns, not the thing, the tin. But if it's not magnetized properly, it falls off, and then at the end, you go like that. There's a bit of give in it suddenly, and you go, and you think, oh, I've cut all the way through. So you take it off. And on the picture, on the box that it came in, the lid is still stuck to the magnet and it comes off. Does it heck? What happens is it comes away and you've got a lid on with no visible or discernible difference to the one you did before. So then what you've got to do is to get a really sharp knife, which in my hands is dangerous, and you've got to put it under the lip, and then you've got to clonk it with something. I use one of them, pestle and mortar. I never know which bit's which is a pestle and which is a mortar. But, anyway, they're big white hard bowls, and you get a big thing for grinding up your whatchamacallits. And you put this really sharp blade under it, and then you go bash, and the tin lid goes woo. If you're lucky. If you're unlucky, you've not cut all the way through, and you just have an horrible clonking noise. Well, that was exciting, wasn't it? I don't want to sound like, I'm all moany, but I did think if any of us watching this and they have similar issues, then you might know where I'm coming from on this one. And we've done 2 of the sort of serious, gamey, thingy-me-bobbles. Also, I'm trying to put the camera on its side, because I noticed when I did the last one, I put the camera on its side, it was a full picture. I thought, oh, that's good. But then it was upside down on my phone. So I had to turn my phone all the way around to get it the right way up. Now, I'm certain there's a button you can press that does that. But what about on your telly? Because I've not watched it on the telly or on the laptop. It might not be even close to it. You might have to stand on your heads now. So now, you're trying to have a fish finger sandwich. You're desperately trying to take the little super glued card off your ketchup, and you stood on your head because I've done the video upside down.